Dahl, your last two books were The BFG and Dirty Beasts. Are you working on anything else at the moment?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I've just finished a long one. It's taken me a year and a half to do. And having done a book about giants in the BFG, I thought that the other great fable in children's lives is witches. So I've just finished a long book about witches. And I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but you have to wait till you read it.
Do you write for children because you like them, or for money?
It's both, actually. I don't think... Samuel Johnson said that no writer ever writes for anything but money. And a lot of writers pretend they don't. But of course you write for money, because it's just the same as a man goes to the office to make money. It's a job. But I do actually, I like children very much. And I don't think anyone who hates children is able to write for children.
Mr. Dahl, did you write Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because you like chocolates? Do you really like them? Could you live without them?
No, I really do like them. I adore them. I have a bit of chocolate after, not every meal, because I don't have it after breakfast, but I have a bit of chocolate always after lunch and after supper. I adore it. I couldn't do without it. You know. I know it's very bad for you. And by the way, not many children know this. You know. Do you know when all the great chocolate bars that you eat were invented? The Dairy Milk Flake, for instance, 1921. The Aero, 1930. Mars Bar, 1932. Smarties, 1937. All the great chocolates you eat now, today, the great chocolate bars were invented mostly before your mothers were born, you know. It's extraordinary. And children should learn these dates in school far ahead of learning the kings and queens of England. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Knowing those. It's to know when the Malteser was invented, 1934. It was invented by Mr. Mars 2 years after the Mars Bar. And he took a small pellet of malted milk-flavoured dough and he exploded it in a vacuum and came up with a Malteser. And he made the mistake of calling them energy balls, first of all, and he had to change the word to the Malteser.
What's the most frightening moment you had as a child?
I think the most frightening moment I had was when I was about your age. I went into something called the harness room at the bottom of the garden. I was making a bow and arrow out of a long bamboo and a bit of string. And the string was too long, and I wanted to cut it to the right length. I didn't have a knife, but hanging on the wall, there was an axe or chopper. So I put the string on the bench and held it just where I wanted to cut it. And like a silly ass, I raised the axe above my head and went chop, and it took the whole of the end of my finger off. And I ran out of the harness room with the end was just dangling on by a bit of skin. And I met my brother outside. He grabbed hold of my finger and ran me down to the house. And then my mother took us to the doctor, and he cut it off, and that finger's always been shorter than the other. Miss Pearl, what school do you go to?
The Monks Risborough Church of England Combined School.
Where is that?
It's on the Aylesbury Road, near Princess Risborough in Buckingham.
And how many children are there in that school?
About 150.
So equal number of boys and girls?
Just about.
Just about, yes. And what ages are they? How old are the smallest and how old are the biggest?
The smallest are 5 and the biggest are 12.
They go up a long way then. So you've got, how much longer have you got to stay in that school?
2 years.
2 years. That makes you 10 then, doesn't it? Yes. All right. Well, would you allow me to send my best greetings and wishes and love to all the children in the Monks Risborough Church of England School.
Thank you very much.